overtime at least twice. Watch. At least twice. Last night was close. That was close.
They should have won that game.
Yeah, they should have. They should have. De'Aaron Fox would have taken that last shot for me both times.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
100%.
I'm
No
sorry.
doubt.
He was cooking. He was cooking.
All right.
Getting my fan facing toward me here.
Bam. Come on, Facebook. There we go. All right, Facebook's up. YouTube's up. Donnie
YouTube's up.
Mac, you know how to do this, man. Because this here is the greatest sports podcast on earth. This is 863 Sports Buzz, Donnie Mac. And guess what? We got the intro back, man. We got the music all fixed up. We are back. Ready to roll. No more technical difficulties this time. We're ready to rock and roll. Donnie Mac. Crazy things happen in sports. Where do we start?
Marshall, I mean, obviously, we got to start with the NBA Finals last night. Marshentime, you and I were in front center row. We were watching the first half of this, and we watched it come down to 1 point. Marshentime.
We did.
I mean, your thoughts on this game, Marshentime. My thoughts on this game. I think they're pretty much coincide together. San Antonio, Marshentime, they're tired, right?
They are.
Do you feel that?
Slap out, man. We don't have to feel it. We can see it on the court. We can see Vic not getting off the ground very high. It's not looking
moving
good,
down
man.
the court.
It's not looking good at all.
Yeah, it's not Marshentime, and that's where we're going to get at right now. Last time these two teams met, it was a lot different in the NBA Finals. Back in 1999, it was a lot different, man, because I don't think the Twin Towers are present for San Antonio, first of all. Twin Towers, remember that, David Robinson?
Not bad.
Not bad. Twin Towers were present for that one, but, Marshentime, I revert to, and I'm wearing your ear out, and you're tired of hearing me say this. I compare this NBA Finals to the Boston Celtics and the Dallas Mavericks NBA Finals. Remember how hard Luka worked and that team worked to get to the NBA Finals?
Yeah.
And they were just gassed when they got there. And you remember how Boston swept the first two series or the last two series that they played in that game, and they were just waiting on that team to get there. This is kind of what I feel right now. We got a gas team against a 100% team and a 100% healthy New York Knicks team for the last 5 years that should have been in the NBA championship, in my opinion. That's dangerous, Marshentime. That's dangerous.
Man, I mean, you can't argue with
That's
how
dangerous.
history repeats itself over and over and over again. And listen, Donnie Mac, I mean, I can't argue with you because Luka last year, man, you could tell he was tired. But listen, here's my difference, though. Vic is supposed to be younger. Vic is in better shape than Luka was. I mean, we all complained about Luka's shape last year. We all said a couple, we've seen it. He was not in shape. He was not the guy. He was not. But listen, Vic is young. This whole San Antonio Spurs team is supposed to be young. And I feel like that's also kind of putting a toll on them right now. There's no experience on this team at all.
They don't know what to do.
They don't. They really don't, man. I don't think they're ready for the big spotlight right now that
They don't know what to do.
I just think they're slow.
Marshentime, Marshentime, not to interrupt you, but I'm gonna catapult your conversation here. The head coach also on the same page.
Yeah.
Young.
I mean, you got Mike Brown on one side who's been doing it for a long time.
Oh man, for a long time.
It's a big difference when you have that coach that's had the experience, had this, and then you got Jalen Brunson who's been there a long time, Karl Anthony Towns who's been there a long time, OG's been there for quite a while, Josh Hart's played for a long time. I mean, you got all these players who have the experience and aren't afraid of the spotlight.
Well, OG was a part of that championship team with Kawhi Leonard in Toronto, if you remember correctly.
Yeah. But,
I mean, my man's got some experience.
the Spurs just don't have the experience. I feel like,
Yeah.
and I think they kind of maybe partied a little too hard after that. The win against OKC, and
Yes.
maybe it's caught up
Yes.
to them. I don't know, man. But right now,
You
you can
know,
see the Spurs just don't look like themselves.
here it is. You just called it, Marshentime. You just called it. And I wanted to tell you this yesterday when we were watching the game together, but you just called that, Marshentime, right there. They exalted too much emotion when they made
They
it
did.
to this championship, Marshentime. That was the championship for them. That was
I
their
mean,
championship. When they beat OKC and they made it here, they let everything out, and that's what we're seeing now. You're seeing Vic jogging down the court because they
yep.
feel like they won the championship. They're exalted. There's nothing left to fight for, Marshall Time. You already called it. This is the Knicks championship. It's over with. I can call it right now. We're watching it. The Spurs, this young team, like you said, this young team feels like they already won by making it to the championship, and they got many years to come. That's where that adolescence is coming in. They
Mm-hmm.
don't have many years to come. This is the NBA, and this is real life. These are real professionals, and you don't have many years to come. You got now. That's it.
Listen, man. I mean, I've said this for the last couple series. I've said the Spurs maybe starting a dynasty because they
I
do. They have a
I
lot of young talent. They have a
I
lot
think
of young
so.
players,
I think they gave up on this series, though.
and that's what
I
kind of
already
worries
do.
me, man. I mean, if they really did, I mean, this team.
I think they gave up.
Does that mean they're going to do it every year? Are they
I
going to
hope I'm
be able
wrong.
to make it to the NBA Finals next year? Because
I
it's going
hope
to put
I'm
a lot of
wrong,
pressure on them.
Marshall Time.
When you lose in the NBA Finals, there's pressure. It's hard for them to say. It's hard for them to do it. I'm worried about it, man. I mean, we've seen OKC this year. They couldn't even repeat, and they had one of the best records in the league this year. Or they had the best record in the league this year, and they still couldn't repeat. It's not easy to repeat and get to the NBA
It
Finals.
is not. And you know what? For the last 8 years, there's been a new championship. And for this ninth year,
Yeah.
there's going to be a new champion, man.
Yep.
There's going to be a new champion because OKC was champion last year, March time. Do you agree with me? Did you watch game one and game two? Do you think these guys are done?
Uh,
Like, I mean, I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that.
you
Talk me
know,
out of that. I'm asking you. I'm begging you to talk me out of the way I'm thinking right now.
the
Talk me.
only
Give
thing
me a
I can
reason to
say,
believe.
man, listen, we've talked about their youth and being the lack of experience. Well, guess what? The youth may also be helpful because guess what? They can just be like, it's just pressure. They can just run with it. They don't even feel the pressure because they're young. They may be down 0-2. Who cares, though? They're just young. They're going to have fun. They're going to go out and play. That may actually help them. So who knows? I mean, we
They
may
could
see a team completely flip. They got
spark
3
a
days
comeback.
rest, maybe. I mean, you know what? And they weren't far off to win the last game. They had the chance to win game 2.
3 days
were in
rest
it.
is big, though.
I mean, listen,
That's big.
I think, if one more shot goes their way, they maybe let, somebody else shoot the last shot. I'm just saying. I think I would have taken just about anybody over Vic last night. I really would have. I mean, Vic was not on his game. He only shot 4 shots in the first half, dude.
You know,
4 shots in the first half.
Yeah.
That's
And
unacceptable to me.
He had, 27 points in the second half. I understand that. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable, Marshall.
It's not
100%. Not for a number one player. That's unacceptable.
So,
And he is a number one player, Marshall. I hope they turn it around. You know what? It could revert to that. It could be, you know what? These young kids get to New York and get a new spark in their life and whatever happens, Marshall time. But I don't feel good about it. I don't feel good.
It's scary, man. It's scary. I
don't feel good about
I'm
it.
hesitant on even putting anything onto him.
I do 100% think they have a franchise. They have a dynasty.
I think they have a dynasty cooking. I really do.
They do. They have a cooking. I don't think that they're done with OKC. OKC, they have not seen the last of OKC.
No. OKC
They
will be
have
back next
not.
year. And the foul goblin himself, SGA,
Yep.
will be back. So, my bad. I said that out loud. My bad. I'm just saying. I'm just being honest. I'm just telling the truth what everybody thinks right now. A little foul goblin. I mean, my guy, man, he can shoot. He can play. Quit drawing fouls. Quit drawing fouls.
You said that.
Quit drawing fouls. That's all I gotta say, man. Quit drawing fouls. Just shoot and play your game.
Get it how you live it, man. That's how you get paid. Do it.
Now, because he don't need that, though. That's the problem. He's a good player without it.
He
don't need it.
He is, Marshentime. 100% he is. My man can hit some midi shot. the midi. He is the king of the midi shot, man.
He is.
Like
Right now, he probably really is.
that
There's not
mid-range
really anybody
shot,
around
man.
that can do it just as
He
good.
can pull up and fade and sit. I mean, he's the best since Michael Jordan, since I've seen. Maybe Carmelo Anthony. I mean, he was pretty good at it.
And I'm not saying to stop drawing fouls. You're going to draw fouls. But when you hit the court 27 times in one game, that's a little ridiculous.
Hey, here you go, folks. Here's the background behind this, okay? Marshentime actually counted these himself. He counted every one of them. He watched this game and he counted. That's why he's got a little bit of sourness behind this conversation here when he keeps saying 27, because that's what he counted. Marshentime knows for sure he hit the ground 27 times for no freaking reason.
Listen, here's the thing, man. You know, I mean, there was voter fatigue in the NBA. You know,
yes,
MVPs, and to me, he still didn't deserve the MVP last year or this year. I really don't believe it, and that also bothers me a little bit. You know, he's a point guard, and all he does is shoot the freaking ball. He's a point guard. You're not supposed to just score points. Even when Russell Westbrook went for triple doubles, all right.
Yeah.
You gotta be a point guard. I'm sorry. I'm over that, man. He needs to grow up and actually be a little bit better of a teammate to me as a point guard, my friend. He doesn't pass the ball enough to me. I mean, he can do so much better. I think he could get his teammates involved more. And I think if he got his teammates involved more, Chet Holmgren would have shot more than freaking 2 shots in Game 7. Maybe they would have won the game. I'm just saying.
Hey, Marshentime, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong, man. That is a good point. That is a good point. Because he does not average 10 assists a game like a point guard should.
Nope.
A leading point guard. Look, Trae Young, you got 5 other point guards in the league that average 10 assists.
You have a freaking center averaging more.
Exactly.
A center.
You got power forwards and shooting guards that are
unacceptable.
You're right. You know what, Marshentime? I cannot take anything away from you there, but what I will do is his first MVP. Without him and on that team, he was the MVP. Maybe not of the league. He was the MVP of that team being where they were at.
I mean,
okay. I will say that. Without him, they would have never have gotten to that championship. No doubt, never won.
Yeah, I mean that's okay. I mean, I'm not saying that team he wasn't, because he was with that team. That's that's a big difference. Then
that's like taking Steph from the 2016 team.
It ain't gonna happen. You know, nothing's gonna happen. You know, but. I'm sorry. To me, I mean, was he even in the top 20 of assists this year?
No. Yeah.
He was number 15.
He was 15, yeah.
Okay, but he's a point guard. I mean, he has people like Dyson Daniels above him, Davion Mitchell above him, Scotty Barnes is above him, Josh Giddey is above him. You have got to be freaking kidding me, man.
Josh Giddey gets a lot of volume.
Nah, don't give me that.
He gets a lot of volume.
Don't do that.
I'm not going to make any excuses for him this year. I'm not. I am not, because he is not the disher. He is the. Yeah, he is what we say he is.
I mean, that is disappointing. I mean, Russell Westbrook had more assists per game than him.
Russell Westbrook's pretty good.
Russell Westbrook barely plays, man.
Danny
Avdija has more assists than him per game.
Danny Avdija plays 40 minutes a game.
Isaiah Collier has more assists per game than him.
Ooh, that's bad. Utah. You're going to back up Utah guy.
I mean, dude, he's a point guard who's supposed to be the MVP in the league, and you're not even in the top 10 of assists per game.
Okay, I'm with you, Marshentime. I'm with you. This year, okay.
Unacceptable.
Kind of got the shaft. I mean, if you was going to give the MVP, would you giving it to Vic this year instead of Shea?
I would have given it to Vic or Jokic. Either one of them would have been fine to me, because
either one of them.
Vic has
anybody but Shea. I got you.
Well, listen, Shea would have been third in my voting.
If
Luka would have qualified, he probably would have been fourth, but he didn't qualify, so he would have been third in my voting. In my honest opinion, that's just
let's do it. NBA Cooper Flag. Would you give him the Rookie of the Year? And there's only one other guy that, in my opinion, that could combat that.
Probably. I think Cooper Flag has done a better job with his team.
Yeah, the kid from Charlotte. What was his name? I had him on my fantasy team. I won an NBA championship
Yeah,
on my fantasy league with this kid. But he shot a lot of threes. He set the NBA record for threes and everything. But
as a
I would have
rookie.
given it.
Yep.
I would have given it to Cooper Flag, defensive player of the year. It was. This was a unanimous vote to
Mm-hmm.
Victor Wembanyama.
Yep.
You agree with that?
Yep.
Sixth man of the year went to Keldon Johnson of the
Which I
San
think was,
Antonio. I think it was wrong.
I think it was too.
I think they missed that one, man.
I think it was wrong too. I'm not.
I don't think it should have been Keldon.
Who'd you think it was? Should have been.
In my opinion, I think it should have been Davion Mitchell.
I agree. I honestly agree.
In my opinion, but
Yeah.
they didn't make the playoffs. They didn't do this. They didn't do that, and that's kind of why the voting goes this way.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I
Most
can't.
improved player of the year. This one I do agree with. They gave it to Nikhil Alexander Walker for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah. 100%.
100% I agree with that one. I like
100%.
clutch player of the year, Marshentime. Guess who they gave it to? We just talked to him. We just talked him up and down from OKC, that point guard. They
Yeah.
gave it to him.
I know.
Would you give him clutch player of the year this year? Last year they get it to Jalen Brunson. And
Yeah.
as we were watching Jalen Brunson throughout the playoffs, Tyrese Halliburton proved him wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As
Halliburton last year, dude. I think Halliburton probably deserved it last year more than anybody.
he was voted most overrated player
He,
by the NBA players.
he
At the same time,
I
do you remember that?
I remember that. Oh man, but no, this year, I mean, I think you have to give Shea probably the most clutch because he does make some crazy good shots at the end of the games.
Oh,
I
there
can't
you
say
go.
that he's not good at that, but to me, like, so if you start going through all these different stats, like offensive, on the court, plus minuses, Shea's not number one in any of them.
No,
He's not.
no, he's not.
He's not a defense or an offense. You got
No,
defense pretty much all defense is pretty much Victor. Victor,
yeah.
when you look at defenses per possession, dude, he's insane. I mean, it's like
Well,
block percentage. He's at 9.4 block percentage.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
an insane defensive rebound percentage. Vic is at 33.9. The next closest is guess who? Carl Anthony Towns.
Ooh,
31.7.
that's a gold nugget
See
for
that?
you.
This is interesting, man.
Ah,
We're
there
talking
you
about two of
go.
the better defensive people.
There
So,
you
I mean, it's
go.
interesting. I'm
That
just
is, and you
saying.
know what? Yeah, as you know, as tired as Vic was, whatever the excuse was, he was on the floor, right?
He
He was
was.
on the floor, and we saw Cat giving him the business. We
Yep.
watched Cat giving him the business. He was muscling him around. He was screaming in his face, and he was doing what he wanted to
He
do.
was, man. When he did that, oh man, when he did that dunk,
Hey,
ooh,
what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? But stand back. Vic couldn't do nothing but jog down the floor. That was
yep.
it.
I mean, it didn't look good. I mean, I can't say it
It did
didn't.
not look good, man. And you know what? I don't really hold out much, and we'll get on to our next subject here real quick. I don't hold out much, Marshall time, for this 3 day layoff because they got to travel to New York. They're
They
going
do.
from San, and when they get to New York, the paparazzi and the fans and everything they
Mm-hmm.
got to deal with when they get, it's all tiresome. These kids, and remember we're talking about the youth. The
Yep.
older guys can get some sleep. They know what's coming tomorrow.
Yep.
These young kids can't sleep, man. Remember back in our Pee Wee football days and our Pee Wee baseball days, we couldn't sleep. When we had to play a game the next day, man, we could
I
not
don't know.
sleep.
I used to sleep
Martial
pretty
time.
good. Is all I gotta say. It didn't really bother me.
This might be the
My
same
problem was
type.
getting up.
This might be the same type of deal here, Martial
Uh,
time though. Some of these young kids might be kind of antsy. You know,
they
Vic being as important as he is, you know what I mean? How much sleep is he getting? That they need that guy to have some rest, man.
So here's my thing, and there's a tale of two different teams.
Yep,
You can be a team that just cracks and crumbles like Cleveland did last series against the Knicks,
he could be.
or you can be a team like LeBron and then when the Cavs came back from 3-1, put their backs against the
Ooh,
wall and come back and run it.
oh,
You have
good
to see
drop.
what kind of team you're going to be. Are you going to be that team that's going to fight back and win games, or are you going to be that team that just lays down and gives up?
And that was arguably the best Warriors team throughout the regular
It was.
season that they came back 3-1 on. Now,
Because they put
hey,
their backs were against the wall, and you know what? That is one thing I will give LeBron and give Kyrie that year. Dude, they came back with a vengeance.
I won a lot of money on that series. A lot of money.
I'm not saying that. You know I don't like LeBron because I don't like LeBron at all. But that series right there, it showed me that he was a competitor at least. And that's are you going to be a competitor, or are you going to be a guy that just lays down and gives up?
Yeah.
Who are the Spurs? We're going to see it in Game 3 on Monday night, man.
I want to see them let that Western Conference Championship go, man. When they hit that Madison Square Garden, man, I want to see them let that go, and I want to see the fire. If they don't come out in that first quarter with that young fire, that San Antonio team that I know, man, I ain't got no hope for them, man. I do not have any hope for them. If they don't come out with that fire, man, I want to see it. I want to see it. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know that San Antonio Electric that they come out with, and they just, bam, they rattle off 15 points, and you didn't even see it.
And they're going to need it. And listen, New York always starts off slow. We've seen it every single game. The first quarter is usually not the next thing. You need to take your foot and put it on that gas pedal, and you need to keep on trucking. You do not let off that gas pedal until that fourth quarter buzzer rings. I don't care about halftime. I don't care about the first quarter. You put that foot to the ground.
100%.
All the way, full speed. And you got to give it up, man.
And if you're Mike Brown, man, you put all the physicality you can. All 100%. The physicality you can against these young kids, and you beat them down. You wear them down. You get fouls, man, because you're up 2 games to none. Yep. You can afford this. You can afford to beat them down and get physical and take it to game 4.
That's another problem right there, though. What you brought up is fouls. Mm-hmm. We've seen it every single game. The Spurs are in foul trouble.
Been a big deal, man.
Castle, Fassel, even Harper last game, they were all in foul trouble before the third quarter. You can't have 4 fouls going into the third quarter. You can't do it.
No, you can't. It's Marshentime. You just can't do it. You can't operate as an efficient team doing that. No, you got to have your number one team. You got to have your number one guys available at all times.
100%.
No matter what time, at all times. And your backups. It doesn't matter. Luke Cornett, I don't care what anybody says. He's been a big deal for this team, man. As a backup, coming off the bench. Luke Cornett, Dylan Harper. Keldon Johnson is very disappointing. 6th man of the year, I get it, man, but you're not showing up. First 2 games, where have you been?
Yeah.
We're going to get off this NBA Finals subject, Marshentime, because we're going to get off of this, and we're going to see what happens here in a couple of days when it happens. Let's move on to
hang on. Before we go, though, Game 3 prediction.
Game 3 for me, I told you last night, if San Antonio didn't win this game at home, they're going in the Garden, and it's going to be hell to pay. They're going in the Garden, they're going to win this one by 2.
The Spurs win by 2?
Spurs win by 2.
Spurs win by 2. I like it.
111, 109.
Ooh, okay.
No, I take that back. 98-96. We're in the Garden. It's going to be defense. It's going to be defense.
I like it, Donnie Mac. I like it. I just have to throw that out there.
Okay, what's your prediction?
Ooh, Donnie Mac. You know what, man? After seeing Wemby last night and just watching him closely, man, the hop wasn't there. And man, Karl Anthony Towns was just in it and ready to rock and roll.
Running it.
But you know what? I think the alien gets some juice put into him, man. And Monday afternoon, I'm telling you, man, he's going to feel it. He's going to see all the doubters, and he's going to come out and show that he's the best player in the world right now. Give me Victor with a 30-15 game over Cat, and give me the Spurs 101-91.
101-91. You're talking about a blowout, Marshentime. I like that. I actually like your prediction a little bit better. How many blocks is Vic having that game?
He's going to have 4 blocks, man. 2 of them will be on Cat. 2 of them will be on Cat.
I like it. I like that buzz right there. Holding out. Spurs coming back. Pop's still on the side. They got Tim Duncan as a special assistant now. They hired him on. I know you saw that, Marshentime.
I've seen that.
You know what? I'm excited for Monday to come. let's move on to the other final series that we got going on right now, Marshentime. We got the Golden Knights,
The
the
Vegas
Vegas,
Golden Knights.
the Vegas Golden Knights against the Carolina Hurricanes.
Yes, sir.
Marshentime. They're 1-1. Carolina ran 4-3 last night to tie the series. Marshentime. What are you looking at? What are you feeling in this series? Because 5-4 in the first one, 4-5 in the second one, or 4-3 in the second one. What do you kind of feeling here, Marshentime? I mean, what are you seeing? What are you feeling? I've been a Carolina fan. First of
Mm.
all, for the last 4 years, they didn't make the cut last year. They didn't do what they thought. They've been there. They've been in the running. Now
Yeah,
that
every year, but they run into usually the Lightning or
Florida
the
Panthers
Panthers.
or the Lightning, I know neither one of them are there,
They're
and they're
not.
there with Vegas, and they're competing. Marshentime. They're
Yeah.
competing. So, what are you seeing through the first two games, and what are you predicting?
It's kind of interesting on watching how these two teams are playing out right now. I mean, they're going back and forth. Obviously, the Knights were up 3-0 last night, or what was it, 2 nights ago, and then they came back. And the Hurricanes, man, they just came back with a force, and
Yeah,
the defense it was just insane. I mean, they would not let the Knights get anywhere with going anywhere, and you see what happened. I mean, they absolutely dominated that game from the about mid second period on, and they ended up winning. Now here's the problem though, Donnie Mac. Vegas stole the game.
they did.
They don't
In
have to
game
worry
one.
about it. In
In
game
game
one.
one,
Guess where they have to go back to now though?
they got to go back to Carolina.
So no, they gotta go to Carolina. They gotta go to Vegas now. Yeah, they're going to Vegas now. Don't
No, they
screw
get.
me.
Oh yeah, they were in Carolina. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah,
They got it. They stole game one.
exactly.
Lost game two. They got to go back to Vegas in game one. My bad. I lost track there.
You really throwing me off here. I'm like, wait a
But
minute. Wait a minute. Am I
but March
crazy?
time.
I was like,
What?
I thought I was going crazy there for a minute. No, they got to
What?
go to the home ice, my friend.
What I'll tell you. What I'll tell you though, in game one though,
Mm.
when the Hurricanes won that, it was in overtime,
It was.
right?
It was.
All right. So no game. Am I right when I say that? They went to overtime, right?
No,
My computer's bouncing around here.
you talking about the finals? No. Yeah. No, the last game was the overtime game. Or the second game was overtime.
Yes, the second game
Yeah.
when the Hurricanes won that one. So,
Yeah.
and you're looking at a 73% save percentage for the Hurricanes, and their goalie in game one to an 83% in game two. So that's not a huge improvement there, Marshall. There's a lot of shot on goals here.
It's not. I mean, and both teams have scored. I mean, wait, one scored 8, one scored. I think. Well, they both scored 8, haven't they? Yeah, they both scored 8 goals against each other so far.
Yeah,
I mean, listen, these teams are so evenly matched. To me, I think it was big that the Golden Knights stole one from Carolina in Raleigh. They beat them there. Now
that's
they
the
gotta
bottom
go.
line for you.
Yeah,
That's the bottom line
listen,
for you.
I've always been about home field.
Yeah.
I mean, we've always done it. It's a big thing, even in hockey. I know that people say it's not as big in hockey. I don't care what you think, man. You're in front of your fans. Your fans.
When you
are
got that
hyping you
energy,
up.
yeah.
It's a big difference. I'm sorry, because listen, the Carolina Hurricanes are 29-10 at home. They're 24-12 away. They have a worse away record. It's a big difference, man. And while you go to the Golden Knights, they're 20-12 at home and they're 19-14 away. It's a big difference on where you stand, man.
Hey,
you gotta give it to the home teams. The home teams are the better teams. When you steal it from Carolina, it's a big difference.
That's a good stat that you're dropping there, Marshentime. Tonight, though, at 8 o'clock, they go into Las Vegas, Carolina, Las Vegas, Knights. I mean, who do you give the edge? Do you give the edge of the home ice right here?
You got to, man. Listen, if it wasn't for that late surge in Game 2, the Hurricanes lose that game. They had an amazing late surge. I mean, we weren't really expecting it. I thought it was over. I thought the game was over.
But that's the Hurricanes. That's the Hurricanes.
Well,
that's the Hurricanes. That's the way they play.
Usually they're pretty better than that. I'm gonna be honest.
They strike fast and they strike late a lot of the times.
They do.
Give me a prediction tonight, 8 o'clock. They're going to start. They're going to drop the puck. Give me a prediction. First game was 5-4. Second game 4-3. What are you thinking on this
Vegas Knights 4-1 tonight.
4-1 for Vegas.
4-1 tonight, my friend. It's a big difference, And to me, I just see something different, I mean, and listen, don't get me wrong. I know the Hurricanes are 6-0 on the road this year in the away games.
I was about to say
it's a big difference though when you're playing teams
for the Stanley Cup. When you're playing for the Stanley Cup is a little different.
You got the home crowd. You got the thing. And listen, they were down 2-0, I think, with like 2 minutes or 3 minutes to go in the third period at the end of the last game. They made a crazy comeback. It's not going to happen again. I think the Golden Knights kind of got lazy. They got slacked off in that game, too. It will not happen in Game 3. The Golden Knights take the early lead, 2-0, and that's pretty much they're going to coast after that, and they're going to win 4-1.
4-1. Who's your player for the Golden Knights? If I'm playing fantasy, and if I had to choose a lineup, Marshentime, I'm not talking about goalies. I'm talking about strikers. I'm talking about goals, assists, points. Who am I targeting on this team?
Well, you got two guys that I really think you really should look at. Of course, Jack Eichel, who's been one of the best guys in the league, But the other one, to me, who's been really, really good in these playoffs is Mitch Marner. Ooh. Mitch Marner has kind of been really kind of that guy that's been a little bit down low. He's been doing really well. I think he's leading the playoffs in assists actually right now.
Yeah, not a lot of goals, but he does lead in assists. Good call, Mark.
Give me Mitch Marner as that extra guy that really is that surprise guy that who's a little bit cheaper, a little bit things if you're doing fantasy things.
Okay.
Just saying, man. Give me that little guy going in there.
If you had to give me one for the Hurricanes, Marshentime, again, no goalies, anybody that's going to give you, because when they do their daily fantasy FanDuel draft, they make you choose from both sides, Marshentime. Give me a guy that you may think that could get you a little bit of points on the other side for the Hurricanes, Marshentime. Give me a little bit of something there.
You got two guys. You got, of course, Logan. I'm not even gonna try to say his last name because I'm not gonna butcher it that bad because I'm not going to
neither.
But the other one I'm looking at is, I don't know if Nicolo's just gonna be good or not.
Stone Calvin. I want to.
Yeah, don't even get me started.
Stone Calvin.
We're not even gonna try. We're not even gonna try, man. It's just not happening. It's not happening. But. Sneaky good. Taylor Hall, good in assists again.
Okay.
Maybe even Jackson Blake, but those kind of guys are toss-ups. To me, there's not really one guy on Carolina. That's why Carolina is so good, is because they have so many options.
They do.
There's not one or two guys that are going to lead the way. And I can't really give you one guy that I'm going to be 100% sure that's going to be great in Carolina that's going to do good this game. Who knows? It may be, Jackson Blake and maybe Taylor Hall and maybe Logan.
Sebastian Aho. That's my guy.
I mean, yeah, Sebastian's pretty good. I can't say it.
I
said, half their team is good. So who the heck are you going to choose on one person? You kind of put me on a little bit of a spot there, man. I don't know if I like that question.
Marshentime, you're talking about this series. You got Vegas going up and on 2-1 here on tonight's game 3. Marshentime, what do you think about the whole series? Who's going to win the Stanley Cup, and how many games is it going to take?
Well, I told you, Donnie Mac, the home team is going to rise above, and they're going to take it in 6. The Golden Knights take it in 6. In Game 6, they're going to head back to Raleigh. They're going to be up 3-1, and they're going to seal it out right there in Raleigh.
Okay, Marshentime, I like that. You know what? That's pretty accurate. I'm a Hurricanes fan, like I said. So I'm going to go with the great Lee Corso, and I'm going to say not so fast, my friend.
You cannot bring up my Florida State Lee Corso. That is my guy. That is my stuff.
I'm going to go with
not going to bring that up. No, that's unacceptable. Unacceptable. That's unacceptable.
So fast. Okay, Marshentime, I think this will go 7, and I think the Vegas Golden Knights will still win in 7. But the Hurricanes are going to squeak out another They are going to squeak out another, and they're going to force this game 7.
Okay, we'll see, man. We'll see. I'm just saying, but I'm still saying Game 6. Game 6 it ends.
Game 6 it ends.
Game
There you
6 it
have it,
ends.
ladies and gentlemen. That's how the cookie crumbles. Right here, live from Marshentime on 863 Sports Buzz. It goes 6 games. Vegas Knights win. That's it.
Game 6. It's a bet it, man. That's all I gotta say. Just bet it
Bet
now.
it. He said bet
Of course, don't bet anything that I did. Last night didn't go too well for me in basketball, so.
You know, Marshentime, you had a good chunk riding too, boy. Boy, you had me sweating there for a minute. I was like, you showed me that. I was like, oh my god.
Oh
I
gosh.
was like, oh man, there ain't no way I can go get you on this one. You know, I like to go get you, but I couldn't go get you on that one, man. Yeah, we'll just slide over to Major League Baseball, Marshentime. What do you think?
Baseball.
What do you think about right now and the total standings? Marshentime, you're looking at these divisions. You're looking at the conferences. Marshentime, what are you thinking right now? What is the most surprising team in each conference, each division? How are you want to? What's the most surprising division? First of all, and who's the most surprising team? That's what I want to know from you. So far, we're not even at the halfway point right now. Most surprising team, most surprising conference,
Well, I mean,
division.
honestly, I feel like the most surprising team is a team that we all thought were going to be good last year, and they were absolutely abysmal. And then they bounced back this year really well. They had a lot of injuries last year, but guess what, man? The Braves are back to 44-21.
Wow.
In 112 run differential this year, my friend.
Yeah,
Give
that's
me
a no-brainer.
the Atlanta Braves.
No-brainer, right? That's
rolling.
A no-brainer.
I mean, I love how they've been playing right now in the NL.
Where have they been? This is what they should have been, right?
I mean, we've seen a lot of crazy injuries for them and a lot of things, but this year, man, I don't know if they finally put it together like we've been expecting them to. But man, they look so much better than they had last year. They were bad last year. I don't know what the heck happened to them.
They're putting it together though. I'll give them that. They're putting it.
Man.
They are riding it out, man.
Who do I go with the AL except for the White Sox? I mean, we're talking about a team who's been in the bottom of the barrels for years and years, and now we're talking about second place in their division, only behind the Guardians. So give me the Chicago White Sox, man.
Oh, he's going with the Chicago White Sox. Right now, Marshentime.
Young talent, man.
That is
young talent.
Good. Now, when you're talking about division, Marshentime, who's the most surprising division? We kind of kicked a couple of them around last week when we talked about this. For you, I mean, when you look at AL Central, ARO East, NL East, NL West, when you look at all these divisions, what's the most surprising and one to watch?
I feel like it has to be the NL Central. I mean, I think that's the toughest division right now. I mean, there's 3 teams tied at 34 games. I mean, and you got the Brewers with 38. Because, I mean, every single other division except for maybe the AL East, that's only a 2-man race right now. I feel like the rest of them are kind of lagging behind. There's none that are really blown out yet, which is surprising.
Yeah, the Reds are the only one under 500 in that division.
Doesn't surprise me. They suck, so. Oh, Donnie Mac. Sorry, I forgot you're a Reds fan.
Okay, yeah. Are you a Marlins fan?
We're only one game behind you, buddy. That's all I gotta say.
Do we need to point that out? Are you a Marlins fan?
Only one game behind you guys is all I gotta say, man.
462.
Donnie Mac, I gotta put on my fantasy championship ring. I forgot about putting that on. I haven't put that on in a while. I'm gonna put on my old fantasy championship ring right there. Just to make sure you can see that still.
What is that? Oh, that's from the handicap league.
It's a handicap league.
Yeah.
Listen, my friend, it was with all of our friends.
That's why you're wearing.
Still took number 1.
That's why you're wearing it, because this is a handicap league.
Okay, Donnie Mac, buddy. You're gonna go down this week too against me in baseball, so
right.
Donnie Mac, why we're talking about
this is what you do, though. This is what you do. You put that ring on the line for the next season. That's what you do.
I'm in. I'm down.
Put it up.
I'll do it.
Put it up.
This one says 2020. This one says 2025. So I don't know how well it's going to work, but I'm down.
I don't care. You put that one on the line and the new one, and I'll be glad to wear them both for you.
Listen, I'm keeping my trophy though. It's in my office at work.
Of course, you're gonna keep your trophy.
Listen, I like my little mini trophy. You leave me alone.
It is. It's a
Donnie
miniature
Mac.
life size miniature. Okay,
Oh my gosh.
don't get it
Base
messed up.
baseball pitching though, Donnie Mac. Right now, who do you see who's been the best this year so far as a whole rotation?
I mean, I don't think there's any as a rotation. I don't think they've got the number one guy. They've got the entire rotation, Marshentime, and that's Milwaukee Brewers. That's from top to bottom, all the way down to the closer. That's from their ace, and their ace now is Marshentime. And you'll revel in this, you'll roll in it, and you'll blow bubbles after you hear it. Jacob Mizorowski, the Miz, man. That is the ace right now for this staff. And they don't even have their second best pitcher back yet.
They
And
don't.
that's Brandon
That's
Woodruff, man.
scary.
My man is not even back yet. He's not even in the rotation yet. And this pitching staff from 1 to 5 is still excellent, in my opinion. Yeah, they got one young guy, two young guys that they switch out at the back half of that rotation that suck up a couple of runs, whatever. But 1 through 4, Marshentime, these guys are under 3 runs ERA.
Listen, man. I mean, the Brewers, you're right, have been such a phenomenal job this year. Their
Yeah,
runs have been the only thing that's really hurt them is their offense. Their pitching, though, has been so spectacular. I mean, they're like, again, we were talking about the run differential for Atlanta. Atlanta's been a little bit different because they score so much. The run differential for the Brewers are because they pitch so well. I mean, I think they're at like plus 89.
yeah.
They pitch so well, man. I mean, they are very good at it, and they're very good at defense too. They don't make many errors. They're very good at that. So, I mean,
Well, when you look at the standing Marshentime, it's kind of right that look at they got 38 wins. They're 2 wins behind the Dodgers. You know what I mean? They're
yeah,
2 wins behind the Dodgers, and not so far off. There's 6 wins behind the Atlanta Braves, which the Atlanta Braves are absolutely smoking right now in the National League. So when you're looking at 38 wins, that's good enough to win every American League division right now.
yeah. I mean, I can't.
I mean, when you look at it that way, they're the third best team in baseball.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with that, man. You're 100% right.
And it's because of that right there, Marshall Time, that pitching staff. And you look at Trevor McGill on the back half of that. What is it? Rajas, the reliever they got, the setup
Yeah,
man. They're just from top to bottom. That pitching rotation, that staff, the bullpen, the closing half of it, everything is just it's great. It's great, and that's why they are who they are.
so I mean, that's a very good one to say, man. I mean, I can't argue with that one at all. I mean, I think they're. I mean, honestly, I think they're actually a little bit behind the Dodgers. But the Dodgers, to me, I mean, I think it's so heavily relied on Shohei and Yamamoto. I think it's kind of skewed a little bit. Um, I think the Brewers are just all around a better team altogether, being the lower ERA.
Well, yeah, as far as pitching staff goes,
Yeah,
yeah. When you're talking about offense now, Christian Yelich is starting to come around for the Brewers. He's
yeah,
starting to hit a little bit more now.
yeah.
And that start happening for this Brewers team, that could be dangerous now. And that pitching keeps up, and you get guys like Christian Yelich start to hit, and Jose Caminero, he starts hitting over there. This could be dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm kind of excited to see. But Donnie Mack, we talked about pitching. He brought up hitting. Who do you think's been the best team in hitting this year?
Marshall time. That's a tough one. I got to look over my standings here, real quick. As far as hitting goes, man, the White Sox have been very good with their rookie. I really like what the White Sox has been doing. Um, Braves has been excellent
Yeah,
pitching, batting,
yeah.
offense.
Braves are in top four in like batting average and ERA. So
Yeah, they're they're pretty good.
only two teams that are that way. So
Hmm. This is a hard one, Marshentime. I'm thinking about it. I'm looking. I'm looking at the breakdown here.
Give me something good, Donnie Mac. Give me something good.
I'm trying not to go too off skew with you though. I'm not trying to go too far off with you.
Too far off. How far are you going to go off, man? I want to hear it. I want to hear the going off.
I was kind of thinking about the San Francisco Giants though,
Yeah.
because I mean they're not hitting for power numbers.
No, they have a great batting average
They're
overall as a
hitting
team.
for average numbers. You know what I mean? So I was kind of thinking about them, but when we're talking about power numbers, we're looking at the New York Yankees. We're looking at the Atlanta Braves,
Yeah.
and we're looking at the Chicago White Sox, man.
Yep.
I mean, the White Sox again. I'm going to go with the White Sox.
I like it, Donnie Mac.
I'm
I
down.
like it.
I'm stopping with the White Sox. That was
like
my
it.
first team. I want Murakami. He's just so impressive. I mean, as a rookie coming in, what he's doing right now, Marshentime, he's the most impressive thing I watched out of Japan since. I'd hate to say it, Marshentime. I hate to say it. He's the most impressive since him, Marshentime.
Since who? I don't know who you're talking about.
Suzuki? I mean, yeah, he's got to be the most impressive since the guy, man. Since the guy, Marshentime, and then you throw the guys in around. You throw Vargas.
He got asked about, would he ever be as close to Ichiro Suzuki? He looked at that guy like he was like crazy. He's like, don't compare me to Ichiro. Ichiro is the greatest of all time. Don't compare me. I loved it, man. I was like, that's pretty good. He looked at her like she was crazy when she asked that question.
Yeah, that's pretty funny when you bring that up, Marshall. That's funny, but I mean that's my team. If you want to go with that, I mean as far as they've got a little bit of starting pitching going there, Marshentime. They got a little bit of deal going on, but when you're talking about Miguel Vargas at third base and Gonzalez and Montgomery and Coach Montgomery, these guys are Acuna, and I mean Peters, even the bench guys. They got Randall Grichuk. Remember, he used to play for Toronto. He's back up. He's coming off the bench. These guys are compiling stats after stats after stats, and they're just hitting the ball, and they're hitting it for on base plus slugging percentage, Marshentime, OPS. They're just hitting power, numbers, and average all at the same time.
I like it, man. That's a good pick. I mean, obviously, you could have done the cop-out answer and been like, the Dodgers.
I wanted to, and that's why I huddled around that for a minute. Because my first thought was the White Sox, and I was like, you know what?
I like it. I like the answer better than the cop-out answer.
I
like it better than the cop-out answer.
Who are you going?
I'm proud of you, boy. I'm proud of you.
You asked me the best pitching prospect, best pitching, and you best offense. There's not. Who's the best team, Marshentime? I'm asking you that. Who is the best? Is Atlanta Braves the absolute best team right now that you see on paper, on film, on the TV?
I mean, see, now you're trying to make me give you the cop-out answer, Donnie Mac.
No, I'm not
trying to make me give you the cop-out answer because they're the top in ERA and they're top in batting average.
They are.
So how do you not say the Dodgers?
There we go.
How do you not say the Dodgers when they're the top one in the team? But again, right after that is the Atlanta Braves. The Atlanta Braves are the only other team in the top 4 in both categories, in batting average and ERA and home run. I mean, they're an all-around team, just like the Dodgers. So I mean,
just like the Dodgers, yeah.
Both teams, like right there, are both in the NL. Listen, now I'm going to look for the AL team because you know what?
There you go.
We talked about the NLs, and we're going to talk about the AL. And you know who I'm going to go with, Donnie Mac?
Who are you going to go with?
I'm going to
go. Because I'm going to be shocked with anybody in the AL. I'm going to be shocked. Give me the Mariners.
No, Donnie Mac, give me the Tampa Bay Rays.
There you go, baby. There you
go. Rays with the small ball. They're playing small ball. They're not hitting the ball hard.
They're back to the Rays ball now.
Listen, man, they're back to the Rays ball, and they're winning games. They're pitching well. Give me the Tampa Bay Rays as the AL best team right now.
All right, I like that, Marshentime. I support that wholeheartedly because that's my team right now. Simpson, I took as my MVP for the AL last week on our podcast
Yep.
because they play small ball. This guy hits the ball. He hits not for numbers. He's not trying to be flashy. But if there's a runner in scoring position, Marshentime, they're coming in, man. They're going
Yep.
to score.
I mean, listen. I like how they play right now. I mean, it's money ball. It's money ball,
money
man.
ball. That's
It's
it.
money ball because they don't really have that
100%.
superstar player, which I really like.
Right now, before our All-Star break, who are your All-Star break World Series
Oh gosh, Donnie Mac. I mean,
matchups? I mean,
listen.
who's your All-Star break World Series
Hmm.
matchup right now that you see everything going the
Oh,
way it is?
oh, Donnie Mac, give me the team who we counted out last year, and give me the Atlanta Braves, who are
Okay.
going to the chip this year, taking down the Dodgers in the final in the championship for the NL. In the
Okay.
AL,
And LCS
oh
taking them down.
man, you're killing
Gotcha.
me, Donnie Mac. You're killing me with the NL.
ALCS, who you got?
Man,
This is a tough one, man. ALCS is tough.
give me something crazy, Donnie Mac. I'm thinking outside the box right now. I'm thinking left field, Donnie Mac. I'm thinking, give me the Cleveland Guardians.
Oh, the Indian.
Going, yeah, I know, but they are the Guardians, Donnie Mac. They are the Guardians, my friend.
They are
Give me
the
the
Indian.
Guardians going through the AL right now, meeting up with the Atlanta Braves, and the Atlanta Braves
Oh,
sweeping the World Series and taking home
the chip.
the World Series.
Okay, Marshentime. I like that. I like that. Atlanta, Cleveland. That's like old school nostalgia matchup right
It
there.
really is. That's kind of
It
what I was
is,
thinking.
isn't
That's
it?
kind of what I was
That's
thinking.
like Charles Nagy,
Well, that's what it used to be. The
Greg,
Indians, Donnie Mac. So I can't.
Greg Maddox,
Nostalgia is
Charles
killing me here.
Nagy. Yeah, this is 95 era, 96 era. I like it, Marshall Time. This is 2026. I got you. I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
All right, Donnie
I
Mac,
like it.
you made me give me mine.
Oh,
Give me yours.
wait. I can't give you one. Not after something so great.
You
After you
have to,
drop
Donnie
a
Mac.
matchup like
I
that,
have
Marshall Time,
to, man. Come on,
anything
Donnie
I
Mac.
give you is
Come
not
on,
going to
Donnie Mac.
compare
You
to.
got to follow it up, man.
Oh,
Follow it up with something bigger and better.
bigger, he said, and better.
Bigger and better, Donnie Mac. I expect it now.
Okay. I'm going to start again, like you, in the National League. And I want to give you a team off skew
Hit me with it.
that's not
Hit,
on your board
hit me with it.
because their pitching's going to get healthy
Uh oh.
at the end
Uh
of their
oh.
resume here. When they get down to October,
Uh
they're
oh.
going to be ready to go. They got a new manager, Marshentime.
Uh
They've
oh.
turned around their ball club. I'm taking the Philadelphia Phillies to win the National League and go to the World Series. I'm taking the Phillies, Marshentime.
Just a bit outside.
I'm taking the Phillies. Don Mattingly's got this team on track, Marshentime. They're hitting the ball. They're getting healthy. Pitching's not 100% healthy, but they got one of the best in the game, and that's what you need. You need one guy to ride his horse all the way to the championship, Marshentime, and I'm taking the Phillies. In the American League, I'm going with the best pitching staff in the American League, Marshentime.
Uh oh.
I'm going with the Seattle Mariners.
Ooh.
They're
Okay.
not yet healthy on offense. They're starting to ring things up. They're coming around. Cal Raleighy's going to come back. He's going to get on board. He's
I
going to
hope so.
start smashing home runs. Marshentime and Seattle Mariners will meet those Philadelphia Phillies in the World Series.
Okay.
With the Philadelphia Phillies winning Don Mattingly's 5th World Series.
Ooh. Ooh. Donnie Mac. I don't know, man. I don't know about that one. I like it. I like the pick, but you know.
Boy, I went out there, didn't I? I went
You
out there,
definitely went
didn't
out the right field. You went out the
I'm
right field.
telling
You
you.
were going like way right field.
You
You're
went to
going
left field. I
you're
went
going
to right
opposite field at least. I like it. I like it though. I like, that's all right. We'll see what happens, man.
Well, I am a switch hitter, so I can hit it any way I want.
Yeah, it can strike you out pretty easily too. So,
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Oh
We'll be in the
god.
parking lot at Lunkers. Bring it on, chump.
Oh, we can already see two old guys going to the hospital for playing baseball in the parking lot.
What is the ambulance out there for? Apparently, one guy threw his hip, and the other one's trying to catch his arm.
Oh man, thought about it. Baseball has been a fun year this year.
It has been.
There's
It's been
not
different.
really any teams that's been pulled away this year.
And you're
Donnie
kicking
Mac,
my butt in
I
fantasy
mean,
right now.
that's normal though. That's normal. That's
I mean, you got like a 20-point lead on me right now before we go into this weekend.
But hey, who pitches for me tonight? I'm just saying. I'm just wondering.
Hey, Hunter Brown went for me today, and he got
did.
me.
He had a decent night.
He got me. He got me a good solid 20, I believe.
He had a decent game for you.
He
but
did.
it's okay, Donnie Mac, because you're only down by a couple points, I think, because your pitchers really did. Yeah, your pitchers came back pretty good for you, so you're only down a couple points.
Okay, so I got a couple more pitchers to go too, so I feel good about that.
Yeah, but I got one pitcher tonight, Donnie Mac.
That's going to blow his elbow in the first inning. He's going to go a third inning.
Donnie Mac, you want to bring in who that guy is that pitches tonight? You want to bring up that guy who pitches tonight?
Yeah, they're going to call him Rubber Arm Mizowski is what they're going to call him.
Mizorowski is pitching for me tonight to put me back up to that 30 points, and I'll be just fine for
Marshentime. He leads the majors in strikeouts, doesn't he?
He does, by quite a bit, actually. And he has the new record of the most 100-mile-per-hour fastballs pitched in a game.
Yep.
Just saying.
27?
54,
50.
sir.
54.
He had 27 over 103.
Oh, man. Marshentime. That's impressive.
Have you thought about just stepping in the plate and just watching that go by you?
Have you ever thought about
less than a second to recognize how fast that ball's going? That's what they say.
You ever thought about how long his arm's going to last when he's doing that?
Dude, I mean,
that's kind of
talk about that.
That's kind of scary, man. That's scary.
Aroldis Chapman is still pitching.
He is,
and doing very well at it.
But he only pitches one inning. This kid's pitching 6 innings.
True, but does that mean he goes into?
Aroldis has only thrown 10 of them over 100. This kid's thrown 55 of them.
Does that mean he goes into a closer role later on in his career?
I think that must be if he's not impaired from throwing period.
But they say that he's just such a long arm body. They say it doesn't affect his arm as much as they say with like the regular pitchers. It's crazy when you watch the sports.
We've never seen it.
The sports science thing. We've never seen it. Cool. Yeah, true. I mean, they go back and you'll go watch the sports science video on YouTube about him. It's really cool to actually watch on how.
Is this the alien of baseball?
It kind of is. It really is. I mean, he's got the long arms, and man, he puts it in there. So,
well, you think about it though. You don't use so much elbow and arm if you use so much body and waist and torque. And if you got a big body and a long body like that, maybe that's how he's compensating.
Not doing as much on it. I mean, who knows?
Maybe.
And he's closer to the plate too because he's so freaking tall. I mean, a man's over 6 foot tall. I mean, just
you're talking about a wingspan. He's got to be like 7'2", right? His wingspan
is very bad.
So when he's reaching toward the plate, I can kind of see that, Marshentime. It depends. Man. It's kind of scary. It depends on how his mechanics are, Marshentime. Because I haven't watched him as much as maybe you have or anybody else. I haven't watched him up close and personal like that. So maybe that's one thing I'm going to start doing is to see how.
You never know, man. I mean, listen, though, to be fair, we've seen pitchers who haven't pitched hard and they've had short careers, and we've had pitchers who've pitched hard who have short careers. And we've had pitchers who pitch long or fast and have long careers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, I honestly think it's a roll of the dice of how you keep your body.
Yeah.
I really honestly, dude, you keep your strength up. Don't be stupid because, when Miz felt that one thing in his arm, they pulled him immediately. I think it also depends on how you're managed. I think if you're managed well and you're not crazy and you don't overdo it, I think he could have a great career. I really honestly
You're right, because that was like in the 4th inning, Marshentime.
It was second inning.
He came out.
Second inning, they pulled him.
Yeah, that's right.
I remember when Strasburg, man, you would see him like Twins or something, and he'd just keep pitching. And he'd keep pitching. I think that they misused him. I think they really ruined his career on and later on in that because of that. I think if you're a pitcher, it's a little bit different than when you're a quarterback or something like this. Because when you're a quarterback, you're only your team relies on 17 games, 18 games. You're a pitcher, you're relied on for like 40 games a year.
Oh yeah, oh
And
yeah.
it's
At
your
least
team doesn't.
30.
If your team loses one game, it's not going to affect you.
Yep.
You take that time off right then and there. You don't keep pushing yourself. And I think that's what Washington did. They kind of overdid Strasburg, and they ended up his career. I think Strasburg could have been a lot better if he would have been on a better team and better managed.
That's a good call, Marshentime, because you look at somebody like Justin Verlander. Look at his career.
Still going.
He had an MVP, Cy
Yep.
Young after Cy Young. He had an MVP and Cy Young in 1 year.
Yep.
Okay, that was back in what, 2004, something like that. But he's still pitching right now.
Yep.
He's still in a bullpen for the San Francisco
Strasburg came in
Giants.
after him, and now he's out still.
Way after him, Marshentime. Way after him, Marshentime. And we're talking about pitching right now. We're talking about Major League. I'm going to go a little bit off skew, Marshentime. Who's the best pitcher that you have ever physically able to watch personally? Not in game, but on TV, or you was able to watch his full outing. Who's the best pitcher you was able to watch?
That's a tough one, man.
That is a tough one.
Because there's so many different pitchers that I used to like watching that used to do difference. And some of them were just like one or two games. And you'd watch some of their games, and it's like they had one great season or two great seasons that, man, this
and
then
they're
really
gone.
And they're gone.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, though,
it could be the most impressive performance you've ever seen, Marshentime. That's what I'm talking about.
One of the better pitchers to me because he had a little bit of everything was Roy Halladay.
Ooh.
I used to love watching Roy Halladay pitch against my Marlins because, man, when he pitched, he had so many different options. I mean, he really did. He had
I like
a nasty
that
curve. He had a great changeup. He had a really good fastball that picked up on you, and he was so precise, man.
And he had some stamina.
And he could paint the strike zone, man. He
wow,
really could.
He was good. That's a good one, man. That is a good one, Marshentime. I am so happy you said Roy. You know what, Roy Halladay. I mean, some of the most complete games, the best complete games that you've ever seen in your life.
He pitched
for
quite a few
Philly.
of them.
Yeah, I remember when he was pitching for Philly, man. That absolutely awesome. Awesome pick. I like that.
Thank you. I try to go off a little bit. I'm picking the normal people. Can't pick the normal people. It's not cool.
Kill the silence, Marshentime. I'll tell you mine. It's Tim Lincecum.
Oh, Lindsey from the Giants. Okay.
Tim Lincecum.
Okay.
4 Cy Youngs.
Yeah.
Couple of championships.
That's an interesting one. I never would have thought of that, Donnie Mac. That's a pretty good one, buddy.
I watched him probably a half a dozen times, Marshentime, and every time I watched that guy, man, was he impressive. Everything he did, he was just the freak is what they called him back then. And then he cut his hair off, and he went through some life-changing stuff, and he was gone.
He didn't last all that long either.
No.
But then he tried to make a comeback, I remember, and man, it did not go well for him at all.
No. He went through some real traumatic, life-changing stuff behind the scenes of baseball, and it kind of killed his whole major league deal. If you don't know anything about him, look in on it, and it'll kind of bring a tear to your eye. But Tim Lincecum did the best what he could do when he was in the major leagues, but he left an impression on me, man.
Yeah,
when I saw that guy pitch, man, he was good.
When they won the World Series, man, I mean, it was cool to watch him and Buster Posey and all that too. I mean, that was really cool, so.
Yeah, the Panda.
Old Panda. I forgot about the old Panda. I forgot about the Panda. That was a good one. That's a good one.
That was one. The Panda. Pablo Sandoval was his name.
Old Pablo, yep.
And they had a right fielder who was very good. He was a Caucasian guy, very, very freaking good. What the heck was his name? I can't remember. I'm going to look it up, and I'm going to tell you, because you'll remember. You'll remember.
Oh, I believe it. I mean, Listen, I was just looking at complete games. It's not very fair.
Hunter Pence. That was his name.
Oh, Hunter Pence. Yeah,
Hunter
okay.
Pence.
Yep.
You remember Hunter?
Yep, Hunter Pence.
That was the same team that they won a couple championships together there.
Let's see. I wanted to see if they could. No, you can't really change it. Darn. I wanted to see who had the most complete games recently, because when you do complete games, you get the old guys who used to pitch no matter what, So it doesn't really count. Donnie Mac, do you know who has the most complete games ever?
In history?
In history.
Man, you're going back now.
It's way back. I'll give you that one.
You're going back. I'm going to go with Nolan Ryan.
Keep going way back, buddy.
Really? Sandy Koufax?
No, we go back even farther.
Wow.
We're talking Hall of Famer. We're talking Triple Crown winner, 2-time ERA champion, 1903 World Series winner, Donnie Mac. Maybe that'll help you out a little bit. We're talking old school. We're talking 7,000 innings pitched.
Man, I know this guy.
We're talking award-winning, award-named. Come on, Donnie Mac. Come on, award-named, man.
It's not Tommy John.
No, award-named. Named. The award's named
Cy
after.
Young.
There you go, Young. Buddy.
Jesus Christ, man. Why? Oh, my God, Marshentime. I'm sorry. My bad. I was looking at. I'm looking at recent for the last 10 years.
Yeah. That's, I thought about that, but
did you see that? For the last 10 years?
I didn't do the last 10-year one, no.
Sandy Alcantara. For the Miami Marlins.
Really?
Yeah, he's got 13 in the last 10 years.
In
the last 10 seasons. The active leader right now is Justin Verlander, who has 26. The active leader.
I can believe that.
Since 2000, your boy.
It's gotta be Roy Halladay.
Your boy, Roy Halladay was 67.
I was just looking. He led it in 2010 and 2009. He was second in 2011. Led it in 2007.
The big unit. The big unit. Since 1990, he's got 97 complete career games.
Wow.
Since the big unit, baby.
There's my other guy that I really wanted to say in 2005 was D-Train. Oh,
D-Train.
God, I miss that guy. D-Train,
man. Dontrell Willis was underrated.
He was such a great pitcher.
He was underrated. A lot of people
until he hurt himself.
Around the era where he was at, a lot of people, he was underrated. A lot of people overlooked Dontrell Willis.
Man, I used to love watching him pitch too. He was one of my favorites. Watching him pitch, man. He was having fun on the plate, man. It was so fun to watch.
And anybody that doesn't know who the big unit is, that's Randy Johnson. Anybody that doesn't know,
you don't know who I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah, stop watching this podcast.
Yeah, stop watching baseball. Period. Don't even watch baseball ever again.
No, we can't say that. Sometimes we get a younger crowd in here, Marshall.
Still, man, you gotta know who the big unit is. I mean, my God, he's on everything. I got like 17 patches of his. Here I got one right here. Actually, see, I got a little patch card right here from Randy Johnson. Still, I just got one just sitting there. I mean, it's like
that's awesome.
Come on, man.
Awesome, dude. That is freaking awesome. So, what did you think, Marshentime? In lieu of the NBA Finals, I brought you that patch of the NBA Barcelona.
Yeah, the '92. That was pretty cool.
Tell me how
nostalgic.
That is freaking awesome.
I can't say anything. The '92 team. I mean, you're talking about one of the greatest teams.
I got one. You got one. The greatest two podcaster in the world's got one. So, I mean, it's an omen right there.
Yeah. Listen, it was awesome to watch. I'm gonna hang it up somewhere. Maybe I'll keep it somewhere, in my background. I gotta put it in the back. It's kind of tiny, so you may not see it, but still.
You ain't gonna see it. You gotta wear it on your hat.
I thought about it. I feel like I can't take it out of the package, man.
You can't.
I feel like I can't do it.
I couldn't do it with mine either. It's still in the package. I can't take it out.
I mean, you're talking about the dream team right there. I mean, it was crazy, man. I mean, that's just so cool, Donnie Mac, and I really appreciate it, man. I really do.
Yeah, I appreciate you hanging out with me yesterday, watching the NBA Finals again.
Anytime, man. Anytime. We're always for that.
Marshentime, we talk about baseball, we talk
Mm.
about basketball. We could kick around WNBA right now, but I feel it's not as important as talking about it a little bit of off-season NFL stuff. Some of the stuff that we've seen happen, most notably the Los Angeles Rams getting Miles Garrett, Marshentime.
Oh, you talk about the big trade, man.
The
The
big
big
train.
trade. Dude, that was insane. I mean, you're talking
Marshentime,
about a big enough trade where Aaron Donald maybe come. I mean, come on. If I was Aaron Donald, I'd be like, man, I kind of want to come back.
dude. I mean, how do you skin this, Marshentime? Some of the things you watched AJ Brown go to the New
Yep,
England
Patriots.
Patriots,
Yep.
Marshentime. I mean, this is a couple of big things that could be huge, Marshentime. How do you wrap your mind around some of the off season things that we've seen so far?
I mean, the teams keep getting better. The good teams keep getting better, which kind of scares me, man.
Yeah,
I mean, you're
that is
talking
scary.
about adding a team. Miles Garrett going to the Rams, who had one of the better defenses. Don't get me wrong, they give up
Mm.
Jared Verse, which I
That's a
want to talk
big
about this.
loss.
I
That's
want
a
to talk
big
about
loss.
this though. Jared Verse, he had one condition of this trade. He's like, you know what? I want to be able to. I want to be the one to tell my teammates though. He went into the locker room and hold his whole team, and before anybody knew that he was getting traded, he wanted to be the one to break the news. To me, that right there shows that he had team. He loves his team. He plays
Yep.
hard, and man, he loved his teams.
Marshentime, he was
That's
drafted by
crazy,
that
man.
team.
He was. He was.
He
It
he
was only been
began
2 years. Trust me,
he's
man.
been
He was a Florida State boy. I remember Jared Verse because I love Jared Verse at Florida
yeah,
State because he put his heart and soul every single down, man. And we
a
talked
hundred
about him.
percent.
That was the year that we went undefeated and we didn't get a chance in the playoffs. And he was the leader of that defense, man. The
Yes, he was.
leader of that defense.
Yes, he was, and they got the short end of that stick, Marshentime. I'll say that until I'm blue in the face. That was the year that I took the Florida State Seminoles to
You
win the
you
national
did. You
championship,
did.
Marshentime. So that will forever bite me in the behind.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm with you on that one, Marshentime. He was the leader on that defense,
He
and
was.
now he goes to Cleveland
He
with a
does.
couple of second, third, first round
Yep.
picks.
Here's my
Marshentime,
thing, Donnie Mac. Was Miles Garrett
worth it?
a product of his environment?
Yes, he was. That's what I was going to say
So
later
now is
on
Jared
in
Verse
this
going to be this
conversation.
environment thing? I
Now,
mean, man,
Marshentime, what I'll tell you right now, what I'll tell you right now.
hit
You
me with
remember
it,
when?
Donnie Mac.
Remember when Aaron Donald was in St. Louis? Remember that?
Yeah, I
Everybody
remember.
knew. Everybody knew the game plan. Every Super Bowl
I
contender knew the
remember.
game plan, and they could shut him down, and they did it. Everybody except for the Cincinnati Bengals because they couldn't. Because they couldn't, Marshentime. Let's face it, they could not, Marshentime. And that's what we're talking about right now. Everybody could do it, except for the one team that could not do it, Marshentime. Now, you can game plan for this all you want, okay? Jared Verse is going to make a name for himself over there and in NFC North now. He might be 15, 16 sacks this year. Quote me on that. Quote me on
I
that.
like it. I
He
respect it.
was a product of that environment. He will not have nowhere close to 20 sacks over there. Miles Garrett will have 14 sacks. He will have less sacks than Jared Verse this year. Quote me on that.
Ooh, I like it. Bold prediction of
Quote
the
me
year.
on
You
that.
heard it from Donnie Mac here. Miles Garrett has less sacks than
Than
Jared
Jared
Verse
Verse.
at the end of the year. Donnie
Quote
Mac,
me
I
on
like it,
that.
man. I respect it because you know what?
Quote me on that. I
I
think he
respect
was
it,
a
man.
product of that environment, Marshall. What did you have over there? You had nothing. You had nothing in Cleveland, right? You
Yep.
had nothing. Now they get Deshaun Watson back. Guess what that does for Jared Verse? That loosens that defensive end a little bit that nobody's watching anymore because Miles Garrett's gone.
Listen, man.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. He might injure a couple quarterbacks this year.
Oh, Donnie Mac getting serious here, man. He
I'm
he
just
ain't
saying.
playing around.
I'm just saying. He's
I
going to be.
respect it,
He's
Donnie Mac. I
going to be,
respect it.
and he's going to have that fire, like you said. he's a Florida State boy, homegrown.
Yep.
He come into this program. He wanted to tell these boys all by himself that he was leaving. All right. And he
Yep.
wasn't telling them he was leaving just because he was leaving. He was letting them know that, I'm your boy, even though I'm going here and
Yep.
I'm about to do what I'm going to do. I'm still your boy.
I still love you. Exactly. That's
what that is. That's what that is.
I respected that. I really did, man. That really hit me something where, it's like, there's not that kind of team camaraderie anymore, and that really kind of stuck out to me, man. I really respected that.
I tell you the type of individual and type of fire he's got, and I'm telling you right now, you can take it to the bank. He's going to have more sacks than Myles Garrett this year.
I love it, man. Listen, I'm excited to see that. So I want to see it.
Yeah, you're going to see it. You're going to see it, and half of them are going to be on Joe Burrow.
That's probably a good point. I forgot they got to play against Cincinnati Bengals. I forget about that every time. You may be right. You're probably right. You're right. You know what? Never mind. I agree. Their verse going to have like 10 more sacks.
He's going to have about 6 of them on Aaron Rodgers. And this new resume they got up in Baltimore, Lamar Jackson's going to be out by the time he first sees him, so he's going to smash the back up a couple of times. You know what I mean? That's the way this is going to work. I'm telling you.
Oh God, it's a good.
And Deshaun Watson's going to look like a king up there in the AFC North. What?
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that neither, but Jared Verse will.
I love it, Donnie Mac. You're right, and there's been some big trades. I mean, and I don't think it's done yet.
I don't think
it's done yet. I'm just saying.
No, I don't think they're done. I think you're 100% right. It's not done right now. A.J. Brown is a big fact myself. Going over there to New England, man, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. They're losing a guy like Stephon Diggs. They upgraded. They didn't lose a guy, Stephon. They upgraded to, 100%. A.J. Brown, and if they can keep this guy, he loves his targets. He loves his targets. And you know what? You know what New England's going to do? They're going to give him all the targets they want.
I mean, you would think so. I'm just saying.
Hey, so, and if not, they're going to have some problems.
A.J. Brown, wasn't he drafted by Mike Vrabel in Tennessee?
Yes, he was. That's what
I thought.
Yes, he was.
I just want to bring that in there.
Why. Good point, Marshentime. And there's a reason why he's in New England right now.
I just want to bring that up.
He knows what he's walking into. He knows what he's getting. He knows what he's got, and he knows who just traded for it. He knows it.
Oh, man. Donnie Mac, anything else you want to talk about today, buddy?
Marshentime, I think we pretty much covered the aspects of everything we need to cover this afternoon, Marshentime.
I appreciate it, man. Hey, listen, Donnie Mac, you know what time it is?
It's game time.
Oh, it's game time. It started.
It's already on.
We got to go watch the game, Donnie Mac. Donnie Mac, you know what to do, man.
I do know what to do, Marshentime. Until the next time, next Saturday at 7 o'clock, guys, we will tee off right here on 863 Sports Buzz Podcast, talking about the latest and greatest things going on. Until then, that is Marshentime.